Hi, welcome to Hair Transplant Case Discussion Series. I am Dr. Arvind Poswal from Dr. A's Clinic, Delhi, India. In this series, we'll be discussing individual hair transplant cases. This is especially helpful for patients thinking about doing their own hair transplant. In this, we'll see the choices made by the doctor and the patient in different aspects of hair transplant, like hairline design, the method used for hair transplant, the strip FUT or the stitchless FUE method, the number of grafts used, and the logic behind them. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them in the comment section below. You can also contact me with your questions at the phone number which is displayed and the email address. Today we will be talking about a Caucasian patient nicknamed Hero03. From the pictures you can see he is a young person with a Norwood 3/4 level of hair loss. He did not have a family history of extensive baldness and wanted a young hairline, not a bald hairline, not a compromise, a young hairline at a high density which he could gel, which would look natural and dense even if he combed back. That was his request. In his case, we performed 4,200 plus grafts by the FUT method. This is the hairline that we drew out and which he chose. You can see the hairline marked. Similarly, when you are planning your own hair transplant, I will be marking out the hairline. Please take time and buy a marker, mark out your own hairline. This is especially helpful for you to understand what will work best for you. Also, you can get an idea of what the final outcome you want, and the doctor can also understand, we can also understand your hair transplant requirements much better during online consultation also. Now see his immediately post-operative pictures. Grafts are placed inside slits made by needles. Each graft placed inside each needle slit. It is a high precision work. Making of the recipient slits is where the pure art of hair transplant lies. I believe all good hair transplant doctors make all the recipient slits at one go, as well as make all the slits in a way that they keep in mind the directions and angles of the hair. So when I am doing a hair transplant surgery, I make sure that all the slits are made in one go. These are called pre-prepared slits. We do not follow the stick and place method because that cannot give us high density hair transplants. Now we see this patient. He was very gracious to show pictures month-wise. He is a very fair patient. Fair skin patients will usually have slight erythema or redness, looks like a sunburn, for almost 2 to 3 months after the hair transplant. You can see in the pictures after 1 month, then after 2 months, the transplanted hair will fall off in the initial 1.5 months. The growth will be gradual. As you can see in the month 2 and month 3 pictures and the month 4 pictures, the growth is gradual and density keeps on increasing. This patient made a point in making pictures after taking a bath. That is the time when the hair are wet and density issue is tested to the maximum. I had promised him that he would be able to gel his hair. So let's see his pictures from month 4 onwards. See, these are month 4, and this way we go to the next month 6 pictures. You can see the hairline outline coming in very nicely and the density improving. And this is the final month 8 picture in which the patient actually gelled and styled his hair. This is what I refer to as an all-weather high density hair transplant. This is what any person who is bald hopes to accomplish. And this is what, as a good hair transplant doctors, we should help them accomplish this. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.